Good morning. This is Frank with the Morning Quick Shot, brought to you by Trade Stalkers and Nance Pro Traders. It is Wednesday, March the 29th. It's about 5:30 Central Standard Time. And as you can see, after our move up to the highlight yesterday of 2360.50, we've kind of come back a little bit, just a little bit, as the market takes some profit and settled back here at this previous zone at about the looks like overnight low as well at 2351.50. And we just kind of slowly creep back up and back down. We're just consolidating this area overnight, basically. Looks like we had overnight highs of 2356.75, and of course our open at 53. So you can see not much movement there. So where do we go today after a move like yesterday? Actually, yesterday was expected. As you remember, we talked about the market profile. It was one of our up scenarios, and went pretty much to where we said it would go on the initial move. And we could have had a bigger move if we want if the market would have allowed it, but it still stopped uh, at one of our targets up there, which is about what we expected. So for those of us who took that profit, we're really happy about all that stuff. So anyway, let's get started here. Looks like we're moving right back down to this zone right here at the 49.75. We might drop all the way down to this previous yesterday's zone around the 47 area. We've got structure here to the left at 48.50. As we pull back, that probably our pre-market support right in this area at the bottom of this zone. So once we get back to there, let's talk about the low side right now. Once we get down there, look for it to go to continue to move right on down to the 45, possibly down to yesterday's open, right down here at 23, 40, 25. When we get down here, look for a bounce, maybe all the way back up into this structure again at the bottom of this zone, 48. Now, if the buyers are really going to step back in and continue this market to the upside, then they're going to have to push right back through our open right here, 53, and right up to the high. All right, could be some more consolidation here, but the buyers will really have to step in, and they're going to have to get through this double top once they reach up here at 56. They're going to get up into this area, right up in here, pull back and look, and move on up. Okay, so that's what's going to have to happen. However, we get down here and we get this yesterday's open at around 40.75. If we don't get that support we need for the buyers to push on up, the sellers are going to continue this market right down to the low of yesterday of 23.33.50, and from there they'll push right back up, retest the open from yesterday, the bottom of the zone, and they could push this all the way down to the next zone at 28.25, followed by 28.18.14. That's a real possibility the way this market's going, and look for the VIX to possibly move up today and help drive this down. Now, to the upside, if we can break above this 56.75, look for it, of course, to go up here and touch this zone, get our overnight highs around the 60.50 area. All right, some consolidation in there as we get there. But I expect that if we do push up into this area, there'll be some fighting going on. Probably pull back all the way into this zone 56.50, maybe even down to 55. Watch this 24-hour VWAP move up and use that as a good guide for support as well. And then if we can break above the 62 area, break up to about 64, get us a little pullback, and then drive on up to 68. All right, after 68, we got key areas up in this 70. We know that, so be careful right in this area as it breaks through. This could be a good spot for this market to totally reverse and head all the way back down here. Okay, now once we do break above here, get into that 69, 68, 70 area. If it pull back, maybe bottom of the zone 68, 67, 50, somewhere in here. If it can hold, buyers step in. We could drive this market straight up into the 73, 80 area, followed by 82 and 88. Not likely we'll push all the way up there today, but that is a real possibility. Of course, followed by that is the 90 and the 2300 area. So with that, let's take a look at market profile. All right, on a daily chart, we talked about this yesterday and how important that 38.2 retracement was. Popped up, all right, and then we've kind of consolidated a little bit, and now we're sitting just below that 51. So high probability this market is going to move up according to market profile, but we're reaching that real tough zone that I was talking about. We touched it, pulled back, And then today we're just kind of consolidating right there. We need to continue this up. We need to push through this zone at 70. This can be a real tough area to get through. This 60, 63 to 70, big area. Got to be real tough to get through, but we got to get through this area. So breaking above the 71, 72 area and driving on up. Then you got to watch that 81 area where we could probably, get to start looking into double tops and prior structure. Okay. After that, 91, and then right back up into this 2400 to the low side. If we should fail this zone, and this is just a pullback right here, if we fail this zone at 62.50 again, then look for this market to push right on back down. All right, looking to go back and touch this 50% all the way down to 68, excuse me, 61.8% pullback, right around the 22.93. So long term, that's a pretty good drop back in here, puts us below that 2300 level, and some people are starting to get concerned at that point. Now, drilling down, you can see how we popped off there, 50%, 38, right up into that zone of 60, consolidating, and here we go. We need to do exactly what I said. Up to this 75 area would be a great time, or a great area for this to go for the buyers, followed by 81, 87, and on up. If we fail up in this area, as we talked about, 42 again, 23, and then right here at the bottom, 23.18, 61.8 on this chart, 2304 area. We've been there before. We know how strong that area is. So we've got to be real careful when we get down this area and get the bounce. Because if we close below it, we're liable to head all the way back down to this 100% retracement at 2265. Keep these in mind as we continue today. If you have any questions, contact Frank at StrayTalkers.com and have a great day.